Hey guys, Cece here with another video, and today's video is going to be the start of my 2016 favorites. Can you guys believe that 2016 is over? And we're now doing 2016 favorites. I can't believe it. I can't believe how fast the year flew. This was an amazing year for myself and my family, and it was a great year for my channel as well. I learned a lot. I made a lot of improvements on my channel, and I actually met so many people through YouTube this year. So happy new year to all of you. If you're watching this video, thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your support. So I asked you guys previously how you wanted me to split this video up. If you wanted to see drugstore, high-end, what did you want to see? If you wanted to see each category separately, I got a mixture of answers. So what I decided to do is kind of mash them all together. I want to split these videos up by category, but I'm not just going to do one foundation video, one concealer video, whatever. I'm going to do categories. So this video is going to be pretty much my face products, my primers, foundations, concealers, and also face powders. Those 4 categories are in this video. I didn't want my video to be 40 minutes long, and I also didn't want to do so many videos and so many different categories of products like I did last year. So hopefully this works for you guys. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not. Let's get into my 2016 favorites. So the first thing we will start with are primers. Primers are a very important step in your makeup routine. I use a primer every single time I do my makeup. It just helps keep me matte, and it also helps with any issues that I'm having with my pores, and really just gives me a nice smooth base to start my makeup on. So the first primer that I want to show you guys, both of these are high-end by the way, but the first one I want to show you guys is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is like the This is like the never-ending foundation primer. I have had this primer for so long. I've had it in so many Shop My Stash videos, and I am finally almost like so close to the end, and I just want to go ahead and get it out of here by the end of 2016, which is in a couple days, by the way. I literally only have that little bit left, and not that I don't like it. Obviously it's in this video. I absolutely love it. This is the best primer that I've tried for smoothing out my face and really filling in those pores, just to give me a nice poreless look. So if you're looking for a great primer for pores, this is it. And it also doesn't get too oily either. It doesn't have like that silicone feel, which I hate, so I love this. Another primer that I really have been loving this year is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Mattifying Primer. Can we just like have a moment of silence for this primer? This primer is absolutely amazing. It is so wonderful at mattifying my skin. You just have to be careful with it. You have to make sure not to put too much, because it will kind of ball up on your face if you do. So you have to put just the right amount, but baby, when I tell you, you will stay matte all day. I mean, of course, I have very oily skin, so I blot throughout the day anyway, but this foundation primer has worked the best for my oily skin. I love it. If you have not tried the Makeup Forever line of primers, please, I recommend them. Go out and try them. This one is actually almost gone as well, and then I'll definitely be repurchasing this. So let's move on to foundations. I chose 3 foundations to show you guys. I could not choose between these, so I chose all 3, and the one I want to show you first is the drugstore option. This is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation. I talked to you guys about this in a favorites video, and I'm sure several other videos. This foundation is just so beautiful on the skin. It's not mattifying at all. If you are of an oilier skin type, make sure you're careful and you prime and powder very well with this foundation, because it's just not mattifying at all. But I am okay with that because it looks that good on the skin. I put it on and it just melts into my skin. It is just a seamless finish. The color is perfect. I'm in the color, what color is this? Golden Honey, by the way. It just gives the most seamless finish on my skin. And of course, it's amazing because it has a pump. I hate when foundations do not have a pump or a squeezy tube. So it does have a pump, which is just really, really nice. And it's a great everyday foundation. I recommend everyone giving this foundation a try. Next on my list, I think you guys probably already know I'm going to talk about these next two. The first one is the Urban Decay, what is this called? All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation. This, I did an entire review on this. I've done makeup tutorials with this. This foundation just has you looking absolutely flawless. Flawless. I'm talking, it is super full coverage, it's mattifying, and it's definitely long wearing. And when I wear this, my skin, flawless. It also makes my skin look very, very poreless also. I tried it without foundation one day. I just forgot to put it on, and my skin still did look very flawless and very poreless. So that's another plus about this foundation. It's not heavy at all like I thought it would be. I thought it would be super heavy and super cakey, but no, no, no. Not heavy at all. It is very lightweight. It's actually a lot more liquidy than I thought it would be. It's moussey. You have to make sure to kind of shake it up really well before you use it, but I love this stuff. Then lastly, as you guys can see, I'm about half done with this bottle. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I've talked about this in I don't know how many videos now, and if you guys don't get the picture about this, then I don't know what to tell you. This is such an amazing foundation. I use it a lot for every day. The color is a bit red on me, so that's one thing that I don't like about it. However, I'm willing to put up with the redness in this foundation and kind of tweak it and make it a little more yellow for my skin because of how amazing it is. It is a wonderful, wonderful everyday foundation. I was using this, it was like to a point where I was seriously using this every single day, and I had to stop. Like, I had to pull back and use some of my other foundations because I was neglecting them because I was using this. This is a medium to full covering foundation. It is more so a soft matte finish, not really a matte finish. It could be a tad bit more mattifying on my skin, but again, I'm willing to put up with it just because of how beautiful the finish is on my skin and how wonderful it works with all of the other products that I use on my face. Alright, so next let's move into face powders. When I need to set my face, which is every single time I use a liquid foundation, these are my go-to powders. These are my favorite ones of the year. The first one that I'm going to show you is a drugstore option, and it is one that I did not discover this year, but that I really just couldn't put down this year. And that is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Is this a face powder or a foundation? Oh, I think it's just a powder. It's supposed to have a 16-hour wear and also a matte finish. I got the powder the same time that I got the foundation, and I really kind of didn't use more of the foundation, but literally this year was the year for it. I picked it up and I use this almost every day just to set my foundation. It's not quite that heavy, so it looks really nice on the skin, leaves me a really nice matte finish, especially in the summertime. This was my baby in the summertime. It doesn't have that much coverage either, so I like that. You're not just caking a bunch of thick, heavy powder on your face. This is really lightweight, and I really enjoy this powder. The next powder that I have, this is also a drugstore option, and this is kind of a combo option because it's two powders, but I like to use them together. They are the NYX No Filter powder, and then also the NYX Set It Don't Fret It powder. This powder is almost gone. Like, I probably have like 1 or 2 more uses of this powder. That is how much I love it. I have never finished a loose powder in my life, and I finished this one. This is such a great powder. It is so amazing because it leaves me just the matte finish, and of course it's a loose powder, so it's very fine, and it just really glides onto my face very nicely. Doesn't cake up my makeup or leave a lot of coverage either, so I really love that. And I'm in medium dark. Then for the No Filter powder, this is one that I discovered a little later in the year, I think in September or August, and I've been not able to put it down. This powder is so amazing. It literally does give you a filtered finish. Your skin just looks flawless and airbrushed when you put this powder on. And a lot of times I like to use the two together. So I will put on the NYX Set It Don't Fret It, and then I'll go in with the No Filter powder, and literally it makes the most matte airbrushed combination that I have ever seen. Lastly, for face powders, I have this Lancome powder here. This is another powder that I discovered later on in the year, but this is the Lancome Translucent Silky Loose Powder. This is another one that it reminds me of the NYX No Filter powder, so it's kind of like the loose powder version of that and the more high-end version of that, obviously. It is very nice because I love loose powder, so it's loose, but it gives you that filtered finish again, so your face looks airbrushed and poreless and so beautiful. Like you look like a porcelain doll when you put this powder on your face. So I really love it. I love how fine it is. This one isn't as fine because it's a pressed powder. This loose powder just melts into your skin. So I love this, love this, love this. If you don't mind spending the money, pick up the Lancome. It is just amazing. Last two categories we're going to talk about are concealers. I have 3 concealers sitting in front of me. One is actually empty already, and it is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I have talked to you guys about this so many times. You guys have seen me use this in so many tutorials, and it's a favorite. It is a favorite. I discovered this. I actually think I discovered this last year. This is my second tube, but it's so good and I use it so much I have to still actually put it in this video because this was definitely hands down probably my most used concealer of the year. It's so effortless. It's so, how do I put this? It's not thin, but it's not very thick or cakey either. So it really gives you good coverage and just really looks nice underneath the eyes. A concealer that I have that's actually really close to the consistency of that as well is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. This is another concealer that I just absolutely loved. This came into a close second with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Glides on the skin, blends effortlessly, looks amazing underneath the eyes, gives great coverage. I can't say more about this concealer. And then the last option that I have is a drugstore option. This is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. This actually took the place of my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I don't know what Maybelline be doing over there, but they make some amazing concealers because my top 2 favorite drugstore concealers, hands down, are the Maybelline Fit Me and now the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. And what I love about this concealer is that it plays so nicely with its foundation counterpart and also the powder that they have with it, and they just all 3 look so effortless and beautiful together. So I love this concealer. Our last category are setting powders for the concealer. So for setting powders, I only have 2 to show you. One is a more higher end option and the other one is an affordable option. So the first one, which I think you guys already know what I'm going to say, is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I actually discovered this last year, but I finished this year. This is actually totally gone, and this is just the setting powder that I went back to over and over and over. This is the one I used absolutely the most by a landslide this year, and it's gone obviously. So I love this setting powder. It looks great under the eyes. It brightens. It doesn't give a flashback. It's just beautiful. And the last product that I show you is one that I didn't even think I would like that much, and it is the RCMA Original No Color Powder. Girl, you see how white it is? I was like, this is not gonna work for me. Honey, this powder, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous underneath the eyes. It just gives, it's so fine. It is so finely graded that honestly it just disappears and melts into your skin. It's amazing for baking. It does not give a flashback. It sets my concealer beautifully, and when I really want that bright under eye look, this is what I pull out. The only thing I hate about it is the packaging. It's like a little, what is it, like a salt shaker? It's just really weird. I don't know why they thought this was a good packaging for a loose powder, but nonetheless, you get so much product and it's only like, I think it's like $8 or $9, so it's really affordable. Alright you guys, so that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this first installment in my yearly favorites. What were your favorite foundations, powders, concealers, and primers for the year? Let me know down below in the comment section and we can all have a conversation and chat about them. Maybe I'll put them on my shopping list and also feature them in a video. As always, do not forget to comment, like, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not. My social media is also listed down below in the description box as usual. So don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, and also my Instagram. Again, my handles are down below. And I think that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.